So ladies and gentlemen, we believe the police who do abuse doesn't need reformation, just like what Team Proposition have stated. What they need is that they need to be fired, and how we can do so by defunding. By defunding, it means we force the department to cut down these police who are not contributing in the very first place. So before I move on to my substantive case, I'd like to deliver some points of rebuttals towards Team Proposition. So their point about how the requirement to be more diverse in their set. So we say, ladies and gentlemen, this kind of law, this kind of rule already exists in the very first place. But what we see, the problem is that this kind of law is not effective. This kind of problem is not working because of they are being violated by those police because of the high number of these police in our status quo right now, ladies and gentlemen. So we believe the best way for these police to not violate the society is to cut down the number of the police itself. And the second point about how they have stated about society has the right to security. This is why it is not wise to increase the quantity and this and thus increasing the possible of misconduct, ladies and gentlemen. Because of why? Because of the higher number of police are creating the possibility of these police doing the harm towards the society. So we believe increasing and the mechanism from Team Proposition wouldn't work. And next point, ladies and gentlemen, they have stated about secret gangs, drug cartel, and where this mafia recruit people. We believe, ladies and gentlemen, Team Proposition has failed to understand that this kind of law for this kind of police already exists. But these gangs, these drug cartel are able to pay all these police because of there is a high number of police in our status quo right now, ladies and gentlemen. So we say if we would like to stop these street gangs to paying and contributing towards the police, we should cut down the number of the police itself. And lastly, they have stated about proportionality and fair to punish the good police. We say, ladies and gentlemen, we are not decreasing the wage of those good police. We are decreasing the number of the personnel in order to tackle the high possibility of misconduct and harm in the status quo. Even the fund that was wasted for the unjustified personnel can be used to give to the good police so that they will have a better career in form of training, bonus, life training, or etc. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, the points where they have stated about talking about police brutality better, ladies and gentlemen, we say they have said about how you are not born racist. Ladies and gentlemen, we say it is not important. What matters the most is that when you register towards a police department, you follow all the rules, which is easier to be monitored by smaller forces, yet high quality that people expected from the society, ladies and gentlemen. So with that, we are going to prove to you, we are going to move on to our cases. So we have the stance is that first, to maximize the work instead infusing them with cash. And second of all, we say less resources will decrease their possibility of abuse of power. So we are going to prove to you by three burden of proof of how funding crucially increase the number of the possibility of abuse and misconduct. And second of all, about how defunding decrease the number of corrupted police, and third of all, about how quality increase the sense of security of the society. So move on to the first argument about the maximize of usage of police for better society. On the first layer, ladies and gentlemen, we say in status quo, the influx of resource increase possibility of abuse and misconducted. So what is this influx of resource? We say with the high resource that they have, they also have a higher possibility of not using the weapon, of not using the fund that they have wisely. They could just randomly shoot a random person in the society, ladies and gentlemen. But with limited resource, they will maximize the resource to meet the society expectation. So therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we say the police are decrease of funding forces of by decreasing the funding to the police forces, these people to provide the best service to society, so it will maximize to the society, so that the society will get the payback of investing towards the police through paying tax. And also, ladies and gentlemen, we like to prove to you how the point of influx of fund is not being used effectively. We see how in Alcatraz have a lot of prisoners who are living on a place that is not suitable for a person to live, ladies and gentlemen. So that is why we say it is not effective to effective to defund this police. And moving on to the second layer about how it will prevent demoralization police department. So we say, ladies and gentlemen, defunding is not increasing the wage of the police, but decreasing the number of the police. So we say we want to make sure when smaller number of police, we can monitor them and decrease the number of them being corrupted by mafia gang or etc. And we say with the higher number of police, it will increase the possibility of them being corrupted, because of this mafia could easily spot the police and could easily take them as their member or etc. And we say how this second layer will actually maximize how it will maximize the usage of police, because of it will create a efficient usage of police, ladies and gentlemen. Because of what? Because if we decrease the funding, we also decrease the possibility of police being corrupted, and by that we decrease as well the possibility of this corrupted police harming the society by working with mafia, drug cartel, or street gangster or etc. We see as an evidence about how Sicilian mafia from Italy named Joe Colombo in America have got police in their payroll, yet the police still get paid from the tax of the society. So we say it is very unfair, ladies and gentlemen, and we say it is very unjustified for the good police as well. So moving on to the third layer about the focus of quality for personnel, ladies and gentlemen, we say by defunding this kind of police, we decrease the number of these corrupted police. And what we will do, of course, yes, we are going to decrease down the number of these police. We are going to decrease the quantity, but we say we will have a better quality. Because of why? By defunding with decreasing the number of people, we will put emphasis on the better personnel of or the better police, and by giving them a better training, better life, and better defense, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to prove to you how it will maximize the usage of police. It means that we are going to increase the quality, because they will we are going to increase the quality, and we are going to decrease the possibility of this police harming the society, ladies and gentlemen. And what will happen is that in the end, giving the return from investment of the society and investment of security through the tax. And as an evidence, we see how in the IDF or Israel Defense Forces, where these people have small budget but with high quality, we say lower quantity doesn't matter, ladies and gentlemen. And lastly, we say, ladies and gentlemen, we believe less number of police will actually bring down the effectiveness of security towards the people. And with that, as team proposition, we beg you to oppose. Thank you.